Have you ever found yourself pausing in front of a flashing red and green stock ticker, watching the numbers dance and wondering why some highly educated and talented people who understand every technical chart inside out and master the most complex valuation models still see their bank accounts going nowhere? They have the knowledge, the tools, and even insider information that ordinary people could never access. Yet why does true prosperity remain an elusive ghost? On the contrary, imagine an ordinary old janitor at a desolate gas station, a man who spent his entire life doing greasy manual labor, yet quietly left behind a massive fortune of $8 million when he passed away, a figure that even the upper class would crave. The harsh yet liberating truth is this: what determines your wealth is absolutely not a sky-high IQ or expensive insider information. Rather, it lies entirely in how you treat money, in those hidden corners of your mind that you have never even named. If you are still struggling and exhausted in the vicious cycle of earning a lot but keeping very little, if you find yourself burned out from chasing numbers, then this script is the most precious key to changing the trajectory of your life. Are you truly controlling money in exchange for precious freedom? Or is that very money silently turning you into a slave to piles of monthly bills? Let's take a moment to slow down together and uncover the secret of true wealth. And don't forget to take a second to like this video and subscribe to the Raw Fact Teller channel. Your support is our greatest motivation to keep digging deeper and bringing you more meaningful content. Why is there an ironic paradox in the financial world? The more knowledgeable a person is, the more frequently they trade, and the harder they try to beat the market, the worse their psychological state becomes, pushing the goal of financial freedom further out of reach. Let's look at a story that shocked the financial world in 2014. At that time, a 92-year-old janitor named Ronald passed away in peaceful Vermont, USA. His entire long life was tied to the most humble jobs, pumping gas at a service station and sweeping floors at a local department store. He wasn't an expert, nor did he hold any fancy degrees. But when he passed away, the whole world was stunned to learn he left behind an estate worth $8 million. He didn't win the lottery, nor did he inherit money from some unknown billionaire. He simply accumulated and waited. In stark contrast are the Wall Street professionals with prestigious Harvard degrees, people who spend 12 hours a day analyzing data but might not accumulate even a fraction of that amount in a lifetime full of pressure. This grand secret doesn't lie in magical stock-picking techniques, but deep within the 9 perspectives on money brilliantly summarized by Morgan Housel in his book, The Psychology of Money. The first perspective we must face is accepting a harsh reality. Everything in this world has a price, and in the investing world, that price is not listed in cash, but in volatility and fear. If you started pouring your hard-earned money into the S&P 500 index in 1980, that journey wouldn't have been a smooth, upward straight line. You would have faced about 13 agonizing market crashes of more than 20%. There were dark periods lasting 8 excruciating months where you'd watch your wealth get halved, vanishing right before your eyes. Most people consider this a terrible mistake or a miserable failure of the system, but in reality, it's just the admission fee. It is the mandatory price you pay in exchange for a fulfilling long-term outcome. Let's look back at a regretful reality. If 10 years ago you were sharp enough to see Netflix's massive potential and went all in, you would be comfortably financially free by now. However, remember 2011, when users turned their backs and abandoned Netflix en masse, causing its stock price to evaporate by 80%. At that moment, amidst the storm of criticism and panic, would you have had the courage and calmness to pay the price of that volatility? Or would you have completely collapsed under the heavy pressure regarding your family's safety and future? Your sustainable wealth is also constantly threatened by an invisible but extremely brutal trap called envy. Modern capitalism is very good at creating material wealth, but it is also exceptionally skilled at generating the venom of envy. We often unconsciously fall into an endless spiral of comparison with those around us, from colleagues to friends. A talented doctor making $500,000 a year might feel like an absolute winner until he buys a luxury vacation home and discovers his neighbor is a CEO making tens of millions. That CEO, despite being so wealthy, might suddenly feel incredibly small and insignificant standing next to the legendary Michael Jordan, who boasts a net worth of nearly $2 billion. And even Jordan, a monument of success, would feel ordinary compared to Jeff Bezos, who in the turbulent year of 2020 alone managed to add $75 billion to his unimaginable fortune. This chain of comparison is a bottomless abyss. It never ends. It makes many people blind, willing to risk everything to increase their financial leverage to dangerous levels, only to lose it all overnight, or more painfully, trading their honor and the trust of their loved ones just to chase lifeless numbers on a screen. True wealth, therefore, is not about trying to endlessly build a taller tower of assets, but having the courage to know what is enough and stopping right before greed swallows your peace of mind. We also need to deeply understand that everyone on this planet views money through a unique lens, molded by their own vastly different personal experiences. In the US, there is a heartbreaking truth. The lowest income households are the ones who spend an average of over $400 a year on lottery tickets, a figure 4 times higher than the wealthiest individuals. This happens even when they don't have $400 in cash, saved up for a medical emergency, or any unforeseen event. It sounds contradictory and foolish at first, but if you try to stand in their shoes, where their paycheck barely covers food and the doors to advancement seem slammed shut, you will see that a $2 lottery ticket isn't merely a wasted expense. It's the price to buy a dream, a fragile ray of hope for a different life, things that the wealthy take for granted, like breathing. When you understand the diversity of these realities, you will stop blindly copying someone else's investment portfolio, because you realize that everyone's starting point, fears, and ultimate goals are completely different. There is no one-size-fits-all formula. The most terrifyingly magical power in the financial world is compound interest, but ironically, it is the most easily underestimated and forgotten because it is not at all intuitive. Look at the legend, Warren Buffett. Did you know that 99.9% of his massive fortune was actually created after his 50th birthday? Even more, out of that colossal wealth, a staggering $81.5 billion came after he crossed the age of 60. His true secret lies not just in his transcendent intellect or top-tier analytical skills, but in his astonishing perseverance and consistency over 3/4 of a century without resting. Compound interest is exactly like planting a seed and patiently growing an ancient tree. It needs a very long, quiet time to lay deep roots into the earth before it can produce lush foliage to shade an entire patch of sky. And the tragedy for most of us is that we often choose to give up, letting go right before the magic truly begins to happen. Wealth accumulation actually doesn't depend too much on how much money you can earn, but rather on a more important variable, how much you can keep. Savings, in its truest definition, is income minus your ego-driven and vanity expenses. This is the only variable in the world that you can fully master and completely control, rather than leaving your life to the mercy of the market's ups and downs. When you are clear-headed enough to lower your desires, reduce the demands of your ego, and increase your savings rate, you are quietly trading for the most precious thing in the world, control over your time. Money, at this point, is no longer just lifeless pieces of paper. It gives you the ability to control your life, granting you the choice to say no to jobs you hate and toxic environments, without fearing the monthly bills. According to in-depth studies in the US, human happiness does not increase significantly once income surpasses the $75,000 per year threshold. Time is the only truly non-renewable resource. Therefore, using money to buy back time and freedom of the mind is the wisest and most elite way to spend it. In this pursuit of prosperity, strictly avoiding doing stupid things is often much more important than trying to force yourself to do smart things. Sustainable wealth, the kind of asset that can be passed down to the next generation, comes from making as few mistakes as possible, maintaining a resilient presence in the market, and quietly letting time do the rest of its magical work. Earning money might require risk-taking, decisiveness, and extreme optimism about the future, but keeping money requires a completely different quality, profound humility, and a genuine reverence for unexpected volatility and life's unpredictable plot twists. Personal finance is actually much more personal than it is finance. In today's world, we are suffocatingly surrounded by the pressure to succeed quickly, to flaunt a glamorous exterior on social media just to receive fake likes. However, the quiet lesson from Ronald Reed's life teaches us that humility, iron discipline, and relentless patience are the most loyal and reliable companions on the path to true prosperity. Start today by learning to control your rising ego, increasing your savings rate little by little, and steadfastly investing in solid, long-term values. Never use your hard-earned money and exhausting hours of labor in exchange for the fleeting, vain admiration of people who don't even care about your life. Use it to buy back your own time, to be with your loved ones, to take care of your health, and to do the things you are truly passionate and care deeply about. In your opinion, between striving to make a lot of money, to be admired by everyone, and having the absolute power to dictate every second of your time in peace, which one would truly make you feel entirely happy? Take a moment to comment your honest thoughts below so we can reflect and discuss together. Thank you so much for patiently watching until this very moment. Don't forget to subscribe to the Raw Fact Teller channel to support us and give us the motivation to keep creating more high-quality and profound content. Goodbye and see you next time. Always remember, wealth is not a game of dry numbers, but a relentless journey of cultivating the soul.